party on the trap now.
Hey Bandit Crew, how are you guys doing today? And I did post a picture of my hair on my YouTube channel, so you guys have probably already seen my hair, but I wanted to tell you what colors I used, how the process went, and just how that all went, and so you guys can do it for yourself. Before I even started, I had a darker blue on my hair. I can show a picture right here. It's more of like a midnight blue, but surprisingly, it was really easy to lift. Much more easier than the red color I had in my hair a little while back. It only took me one time to bleach it, which I was very surprised because I thought it would take 3 or 2 bleaches to get it to the right blonde color so we can hit it with this lighter color. So starting with the bleach, we used the Quick Blue from Sally's. We got the bucket powder, which is a pound. We get that and we open it up and we put 2 scoops in a bowl. And then you will put about 20 or 10 volume in the bleach and mix it up. And just to let you guys know, it does foam quite high, so don't put too much liquid in there or it'll be too foamy. Also, if you don't put enough foam in it, it'll become very flaky and it won't be the right texture to apply to your hair. Starting with the bleaching process, we applied it to 1/2 of my hair first because my mom likes to go thoroughly through each individual hair and try to get everything with the hair dye. So she didn't want to fry one side of my head while she was working on the other side. So she did one side first, and then we went and rinsed it out, and then we did the other side. And I will be honest with you guys, it wasn't completely platinum blonde. It wasn't necessarily yellow either. It was kind of like a middle toned blonde, but it still had some like greeny blue strips in it, which I thought was a little bit weird because I thought it would completely come out. But you know, it's not that big of a deal because if you're going over with this color, it will definitely cover it up. You guys did not know out there, bleaching your hair and your scalp, it can really open up your pores and it probably won't apply the dye right after a bleaching. So I really do suggest waiting a few days after that. Every day I put coconut oil in my hair and I just completely drenched it with coconut oil, and I did that for about 4 or 3 days and then waited to do this periwinkle color. And so I just would take a shower, put a lot of coconut oil in it, and then I would sleep in it, and then the next day wash it out and put more in so it stays healthy and not dry. After the 4 or 3 days were over, we decided that it was time to put in this periwinkle color. That was a little bit weird because when we first applied it to the hair, it didn't seem really dark, and I was gonna sleep in it overnight, which you can do that with Arctic Fox hair dye because it's vegan. I love that reason why, because you can completely drench your hair in it and sleep with it overnight, so you can kind of get like a more darker color and it will last longer for you guys. But the first application was a little splotchy. It didn't really take the color all the way. I think it just really sucked in the moisture mostly. I don't know, it took about 2 applications to get a sturdy color like this. Yeah, so I usually say that if you're putting a new color in your hair, usually it's not gonna take the first time how you want it. So usually when you dye it the second time, it will apply a little bit more how you want it. So what I did is I applied the hair dye, and then I put a trash bag over my head and I slept through it over the night. I do suggest leaving a towel on top of your pillowcase so none of the dye gets on it and messes up your pillow. With other dyes, I don't recommend sleeping in, either if it's Arctic Fox or Manic Panic. You guys are most definitely welcome to sleep in that all night, and it will give you the most vibrant color, and it will honestly make it last longer. Now, after I sleep through it all night and eventually wake up and have a bowl of cereal or breakfast, I went and took a shower and I rinsed it all out. It was much more vibrant the second application, so I do recommend doing 2 when you're reapplying a new color to your hair. Also, what I do after washing out my hair and blow drying it and styling it, I don't usually wash it for a few days so it can saturate the hair color a little bit more and it stays more pigmented. And also that could affect with your showering, like if you do a lot of hot water, it can rinse out very easily, especially being a pastel color. Pastel colors wash out real easy. You have to tend to dye them a lot more, so I do recommend showering in more of a warm water so it doesn't get rid of your pigment faster. I also want to thank my mom. She does all my hair colors. She puts up with my bullshit of changing my colors every single month or every few years. I just want to say thank you very much, Mom, for always doing my hair. And I mean, she does a wonderful job, and she, you know what, in life, you don't need a license to dye hair or do beauty, you know. My mom doesn't have a license, and she does an amazingly bomb-ass job. So, you know what, like, who cares on a professional's opinions or anything like that? Like, rock you and do what you want to do in life. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it and seeing the results in my hair. I will put the hair dye down in the description. I used Arctic Fox Periwinkle. I'll put like the bottle right here. And I will also put the bleach I used down in the comments so you guys can definitely get those products for yourself and do exactly what I did with my hair. But I love you all, and I'll see you all in another video. Bye!
I was born ready. I said I was born